Underground dialogue. We gon' tell the truth. We ain't scared like a lot of y'all. Matters who they are. Do we bow? No, not at all. Dropping bombs on this wicked world, so it gotta fall. Underground dialogue. We gon' tell the truth. We ain't scared like a lot of y'all. Matters who they are. Do we bow? No, not at all. Dropping bombs on this wicked world, so it gotta fall. From the industry to the Oval Office, we expose the darkest motives of them all and disclose what the protocol is. Thinking and moving logical, stopping every maneuver possible, and apologizing for truth is not optional. We gon' help you with what you go through, reshape and mold you, and sweep over them weak lies they told you. If you living with no clue, we gon' deprogram the old you, and you get to keep your soul too.
What up, man? It's your big brother K-Reno.
And it's your boy Keith Stove.
Y'all are tuned in again to another episode of the Underground Dialogue podcast where the name speaks for itself. Sitting in the seat tonight.
The legend scene.
Man, look, I'm going to tell you something. She definitely a legend in the making.
Yeah.
And y'all don't know. Y'all gonna find out. It's coming soon. This sister right here, man, when I first heard her, I was like, man, she different.
Yeah.
She different. She is hard, versatile, got everything necessary that it takes to be one of the ones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I stand on that. I've seen her perform, I've heard her spit, seen videos, and she rocks with my homie Mo Hustle. The one and only, I Am Lopez is in the house. What's going on, Sarah?
Hey, man, what's going on, man? That's a hell of an intro, baby.
Man, that ain't nothing.
Thank
You
you,
got more
you.
coming real soon. What you been up to?
Oh, man, I've been city to city.
Yeah,
I've been city to city. I've been busy, yeah. And I was like, today I was making flautas, but I had to haul ass up.
Yeah, no question about it. Look, she's spitting and in the kitchen, getting down. Getting down. A lot of people, I first saw you, like I said, when the homie Mo Hustle was just speaking about you and telling me about you. Then when I heard you, I was like, oh, man, this is the real deal, man. You've been doing it for a while, though. This ain't like you just started doing this. When did you start, and what was your origins? What got you going in the game?
So I originally started in like 2018. That was like, I would say 2019 professionally. That's when like I started coming out to the first like underground shows, competitions, things like open mics, things like that. And then 2020 hit, sat everybody down. And then I came back out April of 2021. As I Am Lopez once again, and I've been going since. I've been hitting it since 2021. I would say that's like the more tangible timeline as far as like dropping music, dropping album, singles, EP, things like that.
How many projects you put out so far?
Full projects. My first EP was Who Is Lopez. It was 4 songs, and then Just In Case, I dropped that one. I think that one has 6 songs, I believe. It was an EP as well.
Yeah.
And then I dropped Karma. It was like a 13-song album.
Yeah.
Some singles here and there. And then this year I dropped I Am Lopez, the album.
Right.
That one had 10. And then singles here and there and that we've been working on.
Okay.
That I've been dropping.
Like, people always had this notion when somebody really start being more visible, they feel like, oh, that's somebody brand new. But like you were saying, you've been on the scene just working your way up to that surface, but still having a lot to go. Was it a point in recent years that just made you just kick it into overdrive? Like, because everywhere I look now, I'm hearing about you,
Yeah. So I ended up having my daughter in the midst of, what was it? We're in 2024 now, so 2022? 2023. Damn, that's how fast. It's everybody's like, bro, like when were you pregnant? When did you have a baby? Because I didn't stop. Like I was working still as I Am Lopez, and that was one thing too, because what a lot of people don't know is my first baby, well, not my first baby, my second baby was in the COVID time. So 2019, 2020. Yeah. So I had to sit my ass down, because I was having a baby, but COVID was also there. So it was kind of like, okay, I can afford this. Yeah. But then I got pregnant again.
Yeah.
And I was like, we're not sitting down this time. We're not sitting down. So that's what kicked it into overdrive. It was like I had something to prove to myself, basically. Like, I can do this and I can excel at it, even if I'm pregnant, even if, people are like, oh, like, because a lot of people around me were like, oh, because a lot of people didn't know at first, but then once they started to find out, they're like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? And I'm like, well, what I've been doing,
Right.
what you've been seeing me do. And then I had my baby, came back and a couple months later or whatever. And it was, and what's so crazy was I had a show July 8th. Right, I was supposed to open up with Tilo. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but he had opened up a slot for me, and he was like, "Hey, if you can make it, come through." And I was literally like, I think 2 weeks overdue already. The baby was just being stubborn.
Just in there.
So in there, as soon as I picked my outfit to go perform July 8th, my contractions started.
Wow.
And then I had her July 8th.
That's wild.
The day of the show. And I was like, what the heck? I was like, all right. She's like, yeah, I know, mama, you've been doing too much. She's like, we're gonna sit this one out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what kicked me into overdrive. It was just like, I got something to prove to myself. Like, a lot of people have this stigma of like moms can only be moms, or like, they gotta sit back and completely put their life on hold, but it's like, nah, we don't. And I want to show women that we can, we can do that. And so that's what it was. I was at fire, and I was like, get your ass moving, girl.
Right. It's a society kind of try to lay that out as an excuse for it, but like, well, you got to sit down, you got to give yourself time. I think it's, I ain't no woman, of course, but you go by how you feel. So if you felt like you was ready to hit the ground running, then
I mean, my grandma had 7 kids, man, and there was no, well, go ahead and take your time. Back in the day, it was like, take your time to know, like everything still had to get done. You know what I mean? And I feel like today is like, it's like, we soft, boy. Like, we soft. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's certain things.
that baby, I can get back out there. Grass.
It's like it's like we always talk about how like women are so powerful. Yes, we are. We're that powerful. Right. We're that powerful. Like can Beyonce say, it's like strong enough to bear the children. They get back to business.
Yeah. One thing I got introduced to you at Kay's birthday thing.
Okay.
And one of that, the performance level. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Like, where did you get? What inspires you to perform that tough? Because you was going tough, man. I'm talking about that.
So performance-wise, like I've always been that like, just like I'm not scared to like look crazy or look silly or whatever. I'm not embarrassed, I'm not bashful either, so it's like this is what you get. And then I took theater for 3, almost 4 years when I was in school.
Right.
That helped a lot. I showed pigs, so being in the public eye and performing basically, because even when you're showing pigs, you're performing. It's, even though it's not music, but you're still performing to a certain extent. So I've been performing. A lot of the times I'm the preacher's granddaughter basically. So we would travel a lot. And I was always, that the one, like, they were like, here, stand up and pray or stand up and sing or something. It was always like, all eyes are on you, And so I just got used to that at a young age, especially because my cousins, I was always like the class clown or the clown of the party. The cousins always wanted, me to show jump.
Get up and break dance.
Yeah, something.
Do
something. They would pick on me too to get that reaction.
Right.
So it's like, so I learned real quickly like what it was. It was like, okay, if I can control the room, if I can, be silly and tell a joke or something and control the room, then they're not fucking with me. They're not messing with me. They're not being ugly to me because I am entertaining.
Right.
So, and then, I love to perform. I love to make it, a challenge, for myself. That's why I strip the vocals out and I be, trying my best to, every bar, everything,
Man, I totally see that, because that's why I was going next. Your style, your rapping style, your writing style, to me, in the way music is now with all the female artists, it seems like the majority of female artists are all going in one direction. It's the setting the sex and the over-sexualized style.
Right.
Strip hop.
Guys are not gonna buy.
They're not gonna be jam. No, they're not gonna jam that.
But you got the kind of style and that edge to yourself where dudes would go out and buy it.
Yeah.
They would spend money on that, and you're gonna get the females also because you're a female going hard. So, what developed your rap style? What inspired your actual rap style to rap the way you rap? Because you could have, I guess, went soft or whatever. Just,
right, and I could. Well, for one, I'm a storyteller. You know, like to an extent. I like to talk about something. You know, because like and. A lot of the times there's no substance in the music that we listen to nowadays. And I'm just like, bro, like back in the days, we're listening to like 4 or 5 minute songs and it's a story the whole time. And you're in the story the whole time. You're, you know, and well, just being able to speak fast, you know, bilingual, I think that was one of the reasons why like I picked up the fast rap. I loved, learning like the Eminem's Mockingbird. When I first learned that song, I was like, man, I can rap that whole thing on my own. There was another Spanish reggaeton song called Atrévete by Calle 13. And that's a hard, you know, fast rapping song. And so I'm just like, man, I can do this, you know, like like with their stuff. And so when I actually started writing my own stuff, I've just come to surprise myself multiple times, you know, because I just It's like I've never learned anything professionally. I don't, you know, I didn't know what a bar was when I first started rapping. I didn't know how to count anything, you know. I was just like, what? So I would just hear the beats and then I'm like laying it, like I would hear, I guess, things like the in-between beats or the like, you know, the things in between where you can make that word, you know, the syllable, you could cut it, you could, you know, I don't, like what I'm saying, I don't even know all the technical terms. All I know is that it makes sense in my mind. Right. It sounds good in my mind, and obviously people are eating that shit up. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's hitting every time. It's, you know? And that's one thing is like, this new rapping off beat. That's like, I'm like, why? Yeah. Like, you know, like music is so much like math, and it's like the math ain't mathing with you, mug. Like, what are y'all doing? You know?
Music is like math.
It is. Like, if you really, and I'm really good at math, so I think that was another thing where it was just like, when I did learn, when they were like, well, this is what a bar is, and this is what 8, this was 16, this was, you know, like, and recently I was able to eat 24 altogether, you know? And so it's like, those things are just something that I'm coming to learn on my own. Like you said, my rap style, it's still developing. There's so many things that I'm wanting to do and that I'm wanting to touch as far as like music wise, that I don't want to limit myself to just rap anymore. Like I'm on a whole reggaeton song. I'm on a dembow song. Like the features that are coming are crazy because people are not scared to ask Lopez, hey, I know this is not your style. You know, what would you do if you hopped on this album? You know what I mean? What would you do if you, you know? And then we're all just pleasantly surprised because I'm like, yeah, because good music is good music, bro. Period. Like, you know.
I think one of the things that artists don't do anymore, they are scared to challenge themselves to step outside of that because of the fact that you get comfortable in a little pocket where I think this works, or this is what everybody is doing.
Right.
So to not have that fear to say, all right, well, you know what, I ain't never rapped on it like that, but I'll give it a shot.
Right.
To me, that's one of the ways that an artist can actually stumble up and develop a new style that you didn't. I've had a lot of beats where it's like, I may not even like the beat, but you say to yourself, all right, well, you know, I'm gonna make the beat dope.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and you correct me if I'm wrong. That's what you're talking about in terms of doing that. I heard Mo told me, say the features been coming like ridiculous. you know.
Crazy. I'm excited.
They say 3-6 hit you up. Huh? This 3-6 Mafia hit you up?
Yeah. Okay. I was like,
tell us about that.
Oh, that's big.
Man, that's what I'm saying is like when I started working with Mo, like, you know, these things, like some of these people that when I was growing up, I'm like, what? You know, and now he's like, yeah, I got him on the phone right now. And I'm like, what the hell? You know, but it's like, he's wanting to make these calls for me because he knows I'm not going to let him down. He knows, like, I'm finna eat, like, whatever it is. Like, we got one with Bubba coming, you know, like, and, you know, that's like a booty song, but like, hey, Lopez still finna eat. Right. You know what I mean? I'm going to show you, like, you know, it's like, I'm not a prude. I can have a good time.
Come on now.
You know, I'm not going to sit here and be like, pussy this, pussy that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because y'all got that covered. All y'all want to be rappers.
That's enough of
all
that.
y'all female rappers got that covered. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But But yeah, like 3-6 Mafia, like he said, Bubba, who else? This one guy, Sebastian, who's been doing stuff huge with, I guess that's Bubba's producer or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Sebastian
But
Hard.
yeah, you know, and that's why I'm like, I'm just like, what? Like, you know, what's it called? Mo Click. I don't know the song, that song that you're on.
I got it here. I don't
He's
hear.
like, it's been so long.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I'm on it.
Yeah.
And you're on it.
Oh man, we own it.
We on it.
Oh my God.
And listen, what did he say? Hold on.
I got to go and rewrite my part.
No. No, your part is hard. So hard.
Just for the
I'm sorry. I mean, neither.
Yeah. Right.
Yes,
Right.
I know. We could joke about it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm not, because I
Right.
said what I said.
That's right.
You know, and if you came harder, then
Yeah,
congratulations.
that's what it is.
Congratulations. You know what I'm saying? The next one,
Yeah.
you ain't getting.
Yeah, I like how, man.
You know, like, look,
What
if
I'm
you got
talking
it,
about.
congratulations.
Yeah.
I'm not rewriting shit.
Right. That's right.
You only give me one.
See you later. Yeah. All right. No question about it. Man, see,
No, but man, no, you went super hard on that verse. I was just like, what the hell?
So who are some of your inspirations when it comes to hip hop? Like you come up listening
Well,
to?
yeah, okay. So inspirations coming up. Missy Elliott was a big one.
Okay.
I love me some Missy, bro. Like she
that
just,
makes sense.
and just the energy. That's what I'm saying. It's like she's not scared. You know what I'm saying? She's like, do it.
Right.
Like she's like, we're not scared to like make somebody feel something.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Like that's what it is. A lot of people are so scared of being embarrassed. They're so scared of like, oh my God, like no, they're gonna think I'm weird. They're gonna think I'm this. They're gonna think, oh, girl, you think about what other people think about you way too much.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
Come on.
So and Missy, obviously, that the great ones don't get Eminem. I mean, hello, this
Right.
man literally, like. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but like he didn't give a fuck about nothing, bro.
Right.
Nothing. He said what he said. You know what I mean? And that's why people loved him. And to this day, it's like now all this cancel culture and everybody's so you know, it's like you can't say what you mean and you can't like express yourself certain ways because people are gonna cancel you or you're in fear of getting canceled. But like, no, bro. Like, I think like we need to be honest with each other and we need to stop like saying, you know, this is okay when it's not or that's okay when it is. And it's just like, bro, just let it be because everybody has their cup of tea. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like Eminem was my cup of tea. Missy Elliott. I really, really loved a lot of the Spanish rappers. Like I said, Calle 13.
Yeah.
You know, there was a lot of reggaeton that I listened to growing up. Don Omar. But who else was I really? I listened to all kinds of music. That's the thing. It's like not just rap because rap I would sneak in here and there because I wasn't really allowed to listen to.
Right,
it, you know?
right,
It's
right,
like you're
right.
the preacher's granddaughter. You better.
Right.
Yeah. And so I was sneaking like all the cool stuff. But I was, you know, when I first started being able to listen to rap, it was like Lil Wayne, you know, Nicki, you know, this was like back then, like the 2000s.
Right.
Because I'm 28, so I was
Right,
born in
right,
96. So it's like, you know, the late 2000s is when.
Young, bro.
Like
You were born in 96.
That's what Filero was saying. Filero told me, he's like, I'm with the SPC since 1992. And I'm like, bro, I wasn't even born yet, bro. Like, I wasn't even born yet.
I was in my head, I was thinking when she said Eminem, I was like, you heard the old tape that K got on Eminem?
No, I don't.
What is this? K?
Hey, look, that don't stop nobody loving who they love. Because to her point, it's like these people are different. And what people don't understand, rappers don't understand that the more far away you are from sounding like somebody, the more you stand out. Everybody is piled up over there. You know, all these buttons on this board.
Yeah.
If it was just one of those buttons over here, you're going to like, why is that over here? You know, you're going to focus on that one.
And
So
see, my rap and my style alone sounds so different because I grew up on Vicente Fernandez, Ana Gabriel, Rocío Dúrcal, like Los Bukis, Los Rieleros, like all these like Mexican musicians and artists. So it's like I have all of that background from like the old schools as well to Don Williams, Dolly Parton, like Willie Nelson, you know, like all these old, like the range is huge.
Spectrum, all
you know
over
what I'm
the whole
saying?
spectrum,
Because my grandpa listens to a lot of the, you know, the old school country music and stuff like that, and then of course, you know, the old school Mexican music, and it's like music like that. Ain't nobody making music like that anymore, you know. So it's like to learn that sound and that soul and that passion for music is like it's different, you know. It's different to have that in your toolbox when you're writing and when you're listening to beats and when you're listening to songs, because I have this huge array of all these melodies that I grew up with, you know, that, you know, a lot of people don't.
Yeah, she got an aggression to her style too, mixed in with that when she's talking about it's like doing math, like a almost like a rhythmic formula. You know, when she putting it, she be chopping that beat up, man, putting them words together. Y'all gotta hear if y'all not familiar.
She got go ahead.
No, I said those who know, you know, but y'all were really gonna hear something that's gonna, if your head is turned looking this way and her voice is coming from that way, you gotta go, hey, who is that? She, you know, you one of those, who is that?
Right.
You know, if they never heard you, like, who? 4 people can come on and say, then when you get, oh, who was that?
Right.
You know,
and see that, I know that is such a blessing too, because I'll start performing, and you know, and the crowd will be a certain way, right? And then by the end of my performance, it's like they're just getting closer and closer and closer. Yeah. By the end of my performance, I look up and it's packed.
Yeah.
Where the hell are these people come from? And like while I'm performing, I'm not really paying attention.
Right.
But then I look up and I'm like, damn, I draw the crowd. I brought them to me. I brought them to me.
And
like,
you know the messed up part about that? I'm gonna tell you the messed up part about that. By being that kind of artist, the person that got to come on out.
Oh man!
He's not gonna leave.
Listen, the person before me is sour because they're like, "Damn, why did you know?" And then the person after me is like, "I don't even want to go."
Right.
You know?
I was listening to your music. I was gonna say she got that rewind factor. You know, because you'd be like, "What the fuck did you just say?" Right. And rewind it, and you know who else who had that real good was Big Pun, and I.
People would compare me to him before.
Right. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, because you know, Pun was sick with them bars and the syllables like that. Yeah. So how'd you come across Mo? You know, because that's my guy. Shout out to Mo Hustle.
Right. Shout out to Moski. I remember getting taken to the studio one time for like it was like a kickback session or something that they were doing there, and it was like my first time there, and Buns was there and some other artists were there, and they were just doing like a session, and I ended up hopping on one of the songs, and it never got like put out or anything, you know. It was just kind of like, you know, fun getting to know each other, right? So that's when I first met Mo, and then I'm like, you know, I liked it there. Like, it was kind of sketch as fuck. I didn't really know where I was going. It looks like an insane asylum. You know? We don't know what's behind all these doors. But
warehouse and all.
Right, but let's get to Mo's door. Let's go ahead and get to the studio. Yeah, so, and then I just started gravitating there a little more. And then I started working with Dope House, and that's kind of where, like, everything after what happened with Dope House is where I finally landed, and he was just like, he's like, come here.
Right.
Like, you know, he's like, yeah, we're not finna do this. Yeah. You know what I mean? We're not finna let these people play with you.
Right.
And so he like basically brought me into the Hustlers Playground.
And he's like he recognized the talent real good. Mm-hmm. And he's a grinder, you know. You ain't gonna call him Mo Hustle for nothing.
Correct.
And so my opinion is that he just saw the talent and the potential that you could be.
Correct.
I guess we ain't got to go too far into it, but you want to talk about it and the reason why you might have dipped out with the
Dope House. Yeah, I mean, they know what they did. They know what they did, and a lot of people who are paying attention, who can actually listen, you know, to a live or listen to an explanation and not really go based off the propaganda. They know what it was, and basically, it's like, you know, there's certain people in the industry that have been in the industry for a long time, and they feel like they can get over on new artists that are hungry and sometimes maybe even desperate to level up or to move in a certain way. And they dangle money in your face, they dangle promises in your face, they dangle all these things while simultaneously trying to get one over on you while you're working for them. And that's kind of what happened to me, you know, is I was working there at Dope House. I feel like I did more work in those 3 weeks that I was there than his his staff gets done in fucking months.
Yeah.
Okay, like y'all really need to get together over there. But anyway, yeah, and so I was working there, and then there was a chat of buying my album, but the album was already out. The album was out, the deals were made, everything was done. So it was kind of weird to me that all of a sudden the album was even being talked about in that way, you know? And so then I guess my old engineer and my old manager who dropped me, they all kind of just wanted either to hit a lick or they were all in on it together. I don't know. But ultimately, they tried to sell the album out from under me. But because I was already working with Mo and kind of like getting some information here and there, I brought it to their attention. I'm like, you know, this is what they're kind of trying to do at Dope House. And I don't know, it doesn't really sound right. And like Mo and Philoto were like, pause, cut the music.
Right.
Like, this is what they're trying to do to you. Right. They did this shit to just in case. Like, this is what they're trying to do to you.
Yeah.
And so I was like, damn. And so I did what I did. I protected my assets. I re-uploaded my album on my own distribution, and I kept all of my stuff. And I told them if they wanted their part to come talk to me because they didn't want to have a conversation with me at the table. And so now it was forced.
Were you under contract?
No.
Okay.
No, that was a good thing for both of us, right? Because it's like I approached them with contracts, and I guess it would have been better, you know, because I would have been able to be like, this is what you say, you know. I just like, this is the contract, you know. He knew. That's what I'm saying. Ultimately, the engineer knew what he was doing, you know, and they never really even spoke to me about it or anything. They kind of let SPM take that fire, you know. They let SPM take that. Take that on and call me broke and all this crazy shit online. And I'm just like, bro, like, I'm not broke. I'm a mother of four.
Right.
Like, there's a difference. You get what I'm saying? Broke is broke.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah, we
But
know what
never
broke is.
broke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Never broke.
So the project that you released, you recorded it under them, but you
No, it was.
You already had it?
It was never recorded. It had nothing to do with Dope House.
Oh, wow.
You came in with that project.
The album was already dropped through Manic Media, which is Manic Beats, or you know, that's the engineer that burned me pretty much. That him and Sambo, or I don't even know. He wasn't a manager. I guess he was trying to manage. You know, I think ultimately Sambo bit off more than he could chew, and I'm not an easy person to work with, and I'm not a puppet, you know. So it's like I want to know what's going on, and I had a lot of questions, and that's ultimately where the pushback came from. Is that he didn't want to answer those questions. I kept asking for paperwork, I kept asking for meetings, I kept asking for sit downs, and he's like, "Me and my associates are working very hard. You know, we're spending all this money for your album release," and da 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 da. I was like, "What associates? What money? What's being spent? What's being done?
You're difficult.
What album? Yes, yes, exactly. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you're being difficult. Oh, you know, you're hard to work with. You know, I'm trying to do this for you. Da, 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 da. Bro, I've been asking you for paperwork since fucking February when we started the album. It is now June. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, so then I finally, and then that's when he dropped me because I was being too difficult. Because I asked him, I was like, can we please sit down as adults and talk about this?
Yeah. No,
And then he was like, nope, you know, it's like, I wish you the best, and da-da-da. Bro, no, you don't. You like, no, you don't. And that's okay, that's fine. So I immediately called Manic after the manager dropped me, and we had our own deal.
Yeah.
And he told me, I'm bringing the album to the table, you bring the rest to the table.
Right.
The videos, the marketing, the PR. Okay, cool. So now he's already getting his cut. We're already getting 50-50. You get what I'm saying? Like, there was no, everything was already done. The deal was made. So that's why a week and a half into me working at Dope House, SPM's telling me, oh, he wants to buy my album. I go and I look up my album and half the music is already down. That's when I'm like, what the hell happened? You know, from that conversation with Manic to today, that my music is now off of streaming platforms, what the hell happened? You know? So that's where I was so hurt. And so I felt deceived, and I felt like, you know, SPM did. And ultimately he did. He knew what he tried to do. Cause like I said, you've been in the game 20 something years. You've been doing this. You knew what you were doing. You know what I mean? They knew what they were doing.
Yeah,
Shadow even said it, bro. He was just like,
it hurts because that's the nature of this business, man.
No, man. That's what everybody's telling me.
And like with Manic, you know, Manic, that's my guy. I've been on Manic for years, you know. But like I said, I'm not
right. No, of course, right.
Manic, my guy, and you know, I rock with you,
of course.
But it's unfortunate that the business side of it kind of turned it into this. But I think the best thing for you was that you wasn't signed where you could be locked in, because I've seen a lot of artists that kind of go down that road, and if they're under contract, then not saying they would have done it, but they'll hold you like,
Right.
you ain't going nowhere. We got
Right,
you.
no, definitely. That's what it, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, like there's a lot of hot Mexican rappers coming up in the game, you know what I mean? And sometimes some of us want to be the only one,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Especially if he's used to being the only one for so long, you know what I mean? But I know, you know, I didn't even know, like, if you change one word off of someone's writing, like they're able to claim, you know, a part of your writers. Well, SPM thought that there was something wrong with all of my songs on the album, and he thought we should change something on each of the songs, right? So I'm like, ding, hello.
Wow.
Not only do you want all of it,
Yeah.
but you still want some of my writers.
Wow.
Yeah, and but I sound crazy saying this, right? Everybody thinks Lopez is full of shit. No, bro. And that's what it was. It's like I was too smart.
Yeah.
I was too smart. Like I was too I'm not the fucking puppet you got over there, bro. I'm not that. I'm not that. Never been that. Never will be that. So now that everybody knows what's good, it's like now come at me accordingly and go talk to Mo Hustle because y'all got me messed up.
Yeah, you know, I think that the establishment of your respect immediately as a young artist, it goes a long way because it will scare off the vultures.
Correct.
Because when you know too much, they like, well, we can't get her, we can't get him, we can't do this to that person. So it's a lesson for all young artists. You know, always learn the business.
Right.
The talent is God given. You got that. Learn the business, and at the very least, if you don't know the business, at least just have the understanding to go with your gut if something don't feel right or sound right.
Yes.
You know, and that sounds like what
and it's okay to say, give me some time.
Right.
You don't have to say yes or no right off the bat. You could chill for a little bit, sit on it, give me some time. You know, that's one thing I did learn. I did learn. It was a learning experience. Did I, you know, come out with a little bit of bruises? Yeah. You know, is social media a monster and the internet is a monster? Yeah. You know, I went through a lot of crazy things. A lot of crazy things were said about me, but my skin is thicker. I'm smarter, I'm wiser, you know, and it's not gonna happen again.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because, you know, it's like, fool me once, shame on you.
Yeah. Fool me twice.
A fool me can't get fooled again. You know what I'm saying?
That's that George Bush. Yeah. You fool me once, you can't do it again.
Yeah, fool me can't get fooled again, you know, but I'm grateful. You know, the Lord has blessed me and has protected me. He has always divinely guided me and protected me. And that's the thing is like, people will try, you know, especially when you're anointed, especially when you're, you know, you're gifted and you're talented, they're going to try it because that's how they know how to get it. You know, they don't know how to get it the right way. They don't know how to get it through love and through hard work, you know? So sometimes, and that's one thing overall as I did learn there and in certain establishments, it's like, there's not a lot of love. You know, a lot of people weren't raised in a loving household. A lot of people weren't raised with two loving grandparents and a loving mother like I was. You know, like I was raised with a lot of love, a lot of understanding, a lot of compassion. And I feel like it gives me a superpower to be able to, you know, deal with people, but it also kind of makes me a little vulnerable, you know, like you said, for the vultures. And so that's where it's like, I'm learning. And that's where Mo Hustle is that shield bearer. He's like, we ain't letting nothing slide. You know, 'cause Lopez is, I'm a good person, you know, it's like, and I like to treat people the way I want to be treated, you know, and so sometimes I get lost and wrapped in the drama and the stuff because I'm human and I'm a very emotional and passionate person, you know? And so it's like, you know, some of those lives I was going in and talking all this mess, but it was like, it's because I felt wronged, you know? And to this day I still do. But like I said, we're here better. I stopped, you know, talking all the mess and really, I only addressed it a couple times on my socials and then I left it alone because I don't want, like a lot of people are already saying, oh, I'm clout chasing this, that, and the third. It's like, you feel how you feel. I addressed what I addressed. I said how I said, you know, I said what I said and now I'm back on my shit. And then the music, and then the music is coming and everything is coming. Everything is coming full circle for me. Like y'all ain't stopping nothing, baby. You know, it's like, and that was a test for me too. It's like, what, you gonna but you gonna get knocked down over a fucking dope house?
right.
Like, come on, bro. Like,
right.
you know, it's like there's so many bigger things other than dope house. Like, dope house is like this compared to the journey that I have for my life. You get what I'm saying? And it's like I know that, I believe that, and I see that, and so that's why God's like, you better keep moving.
Yeah, you gotta keep moving forward when a situation goes sour, because it's like if it was a personal situation with a friend or a family member, y'all had an issue, and then every day you're still worrying about it. Like, okay, at some point you gotta say, okay, that was a chapter in my past. Let's get to the big prize. Let's get to that pot of gold that's waiting. And I just feel like it's just a matter of time with you. I think it's around the corner. And every time I look up, I see you on a flyer. You got to show here. You got to show that. You got to show that. So Mo keeping you working.
Oh yeah. And he was like, "What you got?"
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, "Go. You know, let me know."
We was talking
Give me the time and a date.
off camera about just driving distances and all that. Like y'all, like, hey, I just drove to El Paso. You know, we just shot out to Odessa. It's like you don't shoot out to no El Paso and Odessa like it's around the corner. You know, so
He like, she acting like it's Austin.
like it's right down the street. But it's like to have that energy in you to put that work in and beat that road up like that. You know, you got to be built a certain way to do that, and stepping out on faith in terms of y'all are putting these shows together yourself. You know, and I know how Mo get down.
Oh yeah. Mo gets super down, and that's my thing is like, at first he didn't want to ride. You know, he's like, man, he's like, oh, I'll meet you over there. I said, you gonna meet me over there?
Yeah.
No? Okay, get in the car. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Let's ride. But like I said, my grandfather was a minister, so we did a lot of gospel meetings. So we would get in that Astro van and we would drive to...
Train for it already.
Michigan. We would drive to Oaxaca.
Where's that at?
Oaxaca, Mexico is the tip of Mexico.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
like
the
you're
way.
looking at Mexico and it's like down here. She's down here, boy. She's down here.
Oh, we just drive
Like 2 to 3 days on the road.
No.
No.
That's old school, man. That's how you see your dad.
I
Like a
tell
tour bus.
you, bro, and not just any terrain. I know how to drive in the terrains. I've seen my grandpa drive a damn Astrovan up a hill, okay, when it's one lane and people are coming down, so you gotta like pull over. There's this small spot where you wait, and then they're coming down. I'm talking 18-wheelers,
Yeah,
not no
right,
little, no.
right.
And when we get to the top, them brakes are hot.
Yeah.
Them brakes are hot, and I'm
yeah.
just like, you know, and I'm looking at my grandpa, I'm looking at that sweat, and I'm like, are we good? Like, are we good? Like, he's
His
like,
mind, he's like,
he's like,
I
what did he say? Nombre sea de Dios, which is like in God's name, you know? Nombre
Yeah,
sea de
he
Dios, you know?
he was worried too.
But yeah, it's definitely train to sleep in the whip, train to, you know, on the road, you know, use the rest stops and you know what I mean? Like, trained for sure. I didn't know it would come in handy like this, you know, as an adult. But yeah, and that's where like I've learned how to just live on the road, man. I remember we'd be in Mexico and I would see the way everything is so different over there. And it was just such a huge culture shock for me that I'm like, I'm sitting on the ground eating with these kids, like, and like, you know, and like for me, I'm like, this is cool. It's exciting because it's different, but it's a reality for these children. You know what I'm saying? And so growing up, I was always very, very aware of how blessed I was.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, how blessed I was to, you know, be taken care of by my grandparents, regardless of whether my dad was in my life or not. You know, like, yeah, my dad wasn't there, but it wasn't like I missed anything, you know, because I didn't, you know? And so being on the road was just like something super normal to me. And I miss it. I want to be on the road a lot more. Like,
He's coming, yeah.
because I recently went to Mexico. I hadn't been back. Like, I've been to like the border real quick, but I hadn't been like in Mexico.
Up in there, yeah.
In there, you know?
Yeah.
But I had this bad tooth, like Chimuela gang.
Yeah.
I had to go get it taken out.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I tell you $20, bro,
Man.
400 pesos to get it out, boom. Like you can't beat that.
You
Like,
sure can't.
you can't beat that. People talking about thousands, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna call my tío.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
You gonna come get me at the border?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm on the way.
I got the 20.
I'm on the way. And the roads over there are ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's no lanes, there's
Right.
no lines, there's no lights, there's nothing. It's super I'm like holding the oh shit bar like
Yeah. That's what it's called.
I'm just watching these trucks and my deal's like, you good? You good, Corey? You good, Corey?
She asked you the same question you asked your dad.
Exactly. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. So that truck came out of nowhere. Like,
wow, that's crazy, man.
they just be like, Sally, is it good? I'm like, yeah, go. I don't see no lights. Go.
You know what I was thinking, and you can tell me, feel this void in my mind if I'm wrong. I can't think of any just Latino female rappers that have really just popped it off to that day. Are there any that you could think of?
The only one that I could say like yes, and I would give her flowers is Snow the Product.
Okay, Snow. Snow's a
it.
beast. No doubt about it.
She's
See, but even with Snow being out there, I feel like there's so much room, such a big wide open lane.
Because we're different.
You to come in. Right.
It's like she's got the LGBTQ on locks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they love her. Boy.
Right.
They love her. They
Right.
love me too, and I love them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like she, you know, like that's her lifestyle. So it's like she, you know, they ain't no cap in her rap. You know what I mean? Like she can say that, live that, do that, and you know, and there's that, and so it leaves this over here for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's just opened because you know that void. You know, it's male dominated
For sure.
just by the number, just the volume of it itself. But to me, it's still a lane open for you because, like we said earlier, majority of females they on that other stuff.
Right.
So I mean, I don't think it's nothing. I think other than just the marketing and the promotion, which is coming, you know, we looking to see big things coming real soon.
Right. It's like it's not lack of talent, baby. It's lack of funding. You know how this go. You know what I mean? So, but trust. We're coming and we're doing big things. We're doing big things. I feel like I'm in great hands at the Hustlers Playground. You know, and it's just like this last trip to Odessa, we bonded and we were able to really, you know, it's different being in the car with somebody for 8 hours.
You ain't lying.
Yeah, you learn them then.
We love you, hate you, love you, hate
Right,
you, love you
right,
again.
like,
By the time we get
Right, you don't know, you know. So it's like those all those things are necessary, you know. Like even with Filero, you know, he is now working with me. Like he's DJing my sets, and we, you know, we cutting together. I'm like, let's do that. You know, I had never had that before. That was an amazing thing when we went to Odessa. You know, we did our show set. We practiced that week before, and like, you know, and that's one thing is they're like, you could tell, like, you know, when artists come in here and you know they practice because we didn't miss a beat. We didn't miss a beat. And that was our first time ever, like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, as long as you know the count and I know the count, we're good.
We're
I would
good.
say you don't switch up that count, we're good. You can all you want. But you stay on that count. You stay on that count and we're good, man.
Yeah.
And he did and I did and it was great. It was an amazing feeling. It was an amazing show. You know, big shout out to the
Ghetto from the ghetto.
Yeah,
But you know that's a professional though.
He is a professional. He is a
knows
professional.
exactly what he gonna have you right.
You know, and that's my thing is like, I don't, like, I'm, like you said, like, I'm coming new into the game. I'm young. Like, I don't know. And so they're teaching me. They're, you know, Filero's teaching me, Mo's teaching me. They showing me, you know, what it's all about. So.
No question about it.
Yeah.
Give me 3 artists that you would love to work with. They can be underground, mainstream, just like, 3 rappers, 3 non-rappers. Give me 3 non-rappers.
3 rappers, 3 non-rappers. Okay, well, okay, so 3 rappers. Let's see. Because I'm like.
You ain't tripping. You like, work with myself.
I'm like, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to work with Snow for the culture and for the women. You know, I would love to work with Snow the Product. Mexican OT, because everybody wants that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, in all my comments and everything, you and OT would kill. That's OT's sister.
That would be hard.
You know?
Yeah,
okay, let's think. Let's think big.
Need one more rapper. That Mexican OT wouldn't be.
Yeah, that'd be hard.
That'll be.
They both be
It's
chopping.
gotta be somebody that like.
Yeah.
Like Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
Or like
Oh, I
Tech
can
Nine.
see
Like,
that. Yeah, see that.
you know what I mean?
Buster Tech Nine.
Let's get some shit together.
Right up in that. Oh man.
You know, like something like that.
Yeah.
You know, that would be fun. Non-rappers. Let me see. Jessie Reyes. I don't know if y'all know who
Nah,
that is.
never.
She is an amazing singer. I've probably been listening to her probably 3, maybe 4 years now. Because she recently, she's recently she just came out with a song with Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
You know, she has some songs with Eminem. She has some, she's good. She's different, but she's amazing. I love her. I love her music. So Jessie Reyes would be one of them ones.
Right.
J. Cole. I don't know. I forgot about J. Cole.
Yeah,
My
we
mind
give you
totally
extra.
blanked.
Yeah.
He said, we give you extra.
Yeah.
Another rapper.
Okay. Let's think. Man, if Whitney was alive, I would have loved to.
We go get on live. Yeah.
I was like, I know. Because I jam all kinds of stuff all the time.
Yeah.
You know? Who else would I just love to make some music with? Man, there's so many, but it's just like
everybody you named have just been different style, different types,
Yeah.
Person. Yeah. See, you falling off.
Missy, I know I didn't that would be cool too. But okay, so I said Jessie for the Carol G.
Okay.
Carol G is like a superstar. She's like the female Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Like if y'all know who Bad Bunny is.
I know of her, but I haven't heard of her.
But Carol G is like super versatile, talented. She has recently become like one of the super mega stars in like the Latin world, but she just makes really good music.
Right.
And I've seen the way she can touch so many people, especially my best friend. Like my best friend, like she's super cool, and she's like, I love Carol G. She's like, if you ever made a song with Carol G, she's like, I would die.
Yeah.
But I get it though, because Carol G makes a lot of different kind of music, but it's all so good. It's so good. Like she's just super talented.
Yeah.
More so women. Like I would love to make good music with dope ass female artists. Just because like there's just that, I'm a girl's girl for sure. I love my girls. I love my women. I love to empower each other and to make sure, we are in our best light, So any female artist that I work with, I'm never trying to outshine. I'm always trying to like help and be coachable with, It's like if something, because I know I'm different. I know, and I know sometimes I can be intimidating to work with.
Yeah.
But it's like, I want you to know, I want you to be good in your light.
Right.
I want you to be good at what you do. You don't need to come over here and rap like me.
Got you.
I got that.
Yeah,
you rap like you, and you sing like you, or whatever it is, like you, and that's the thing about features, is where people need to realize.
Come on,
they want you on their track. They don't want you to sound like them. They don't want to sound like you. You get what I'm saying? That's why you're a feature.
I just said that, man. See, because people, oh man, I don't want to get on the track. Like, no, I can't be a better version of you than you could be of yourself.
Correct.
So don't even come in thinking about
right. And that's why when I do features, when I do features, I send them my shit first.
Yeah.
I send them the verse, and I send them the concept and the idea. And this is what I got. You build off of that and bring me what you got. That way they don't feel like, oh, you one up me if I give them back the verse after. And it's like, bro.
They listen to you listen to theirs first.
It's like, no, it's like, it's not about egos. It's good music, baby. Here you go.
And let's make the best song that we can make, because regardless of the fact, if we both come in with that mindset, ego-free, the people still gonna try to compare it.
Of course.
So they go let them do that. We not gonna do it with each other. We gonna
as long as you make the impact of the song and whatever it's trying to accomplish, put that over there the best way you possibly can.
No doubt about
exactly.
it. Do you have any plans, like maybe not now, because you just really just getting your feet wet, of being that CEO, being that business, the label, and bringing artists in?
At first I hadn't really thought about it, but with Hustlers Playground, being at Hustlers Playground, it's kind of like, I am kind of taking a leadership role. Like I'm the first, at the Hustlers Playground, and it's like, and we're ironing out the details and we're figuring out what works. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, I don't want to be the only one.
Right.
I want, of course, if there's people that are coachable and ready to learn under me and would actually accept that, then hell yeah, man. Because a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people don't. It's intimidating, and it's those egos, and it's that pride sometimes, and it's like, no, bro, like we trying to make some money.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean?
Come on.
Like this is a sport. And if you think it's not, then you're in the
Right.
you're in the wrong field. Like
Come
this
on.
is a sport. So how can we be better as a team? Boom. That's what we're working on. How can we be better as individuals? Boom. Like I've even offered, articulation classes, breathwork classes, performance classes, studio etiquette, like things like that, things that artists need when they're coming up first and they don't really know, and things like that. And so anyone willing to learn, Lopez is willing to help. Obviously never for the free, but but you can count on me to make sure it's worth your while. Baby.
It'll be worth your dollar.
Yeah, studio
For sure.
etiquette
But it's gonna cost you.
That's I like that one.
The studio etiquette, yeah. People don't know how to act, bro. Like, hold on. Hold on. This is still a business, baby.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun. Yes, we're having a great time. But
You gotta know when to turn it off.
Right,
You
right.
know, okay, we can laugh and play, but when that music comes, hey man, hey, let's go. Let's go. This time. Some people
you having to sit here and tell people to be quiet at the studio. It's like, bro, what are we here for?
Wow.
To record.
and everybody grown.
Yeah.
That's be the issue.
Of course. Everybody's grown. So it's like, bro, stop. Just stop.
Yeah. You gotta know.
And then that's where, Lopez is hard to work with, or Lopez, no, Lopez don't put up with bullshit.
Yeah.
No,
Where
I
you
don't.
from?
I'm from Houston.
I know, but what side?
The north side.
Oh, north
So,
side,
like,
okay.
northwest side, like it's 4 quadrants. I'm that top left. I'm in between like Acres Homes, like right there on West Montgomery, and Bingle or Bammel, whatever they call it. No, it's North Houston Roslyn. Actually, Bingle's back that way. But it's the same damn road.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it changes like 4 or 5 times. Like the name. It's like over here on this side. But if you take this bitch all the way to the south side, it becomes Gold.
Hold on, hold.
And then it becomes Voss. And
Yeah,
then it becomes,
yeah.
and you're like,
Yeah. Make up y'all mind.
yeah, it's the same road.
They wanted to bless everybody with a little love like that. No, you are definitely doing your thing, and
Thank
like
you.
all those people you named, I can see at some point. I could definitely see the Mexican OT. I could definitely see. I don't know the other artists, but I could definitely see y'all get down and working together. And as far as the being difficult to work with thing, that's a sign of other people's weakness
Right.
when they say that, because again, it is just. They're not gonna let you run over, because somebody may come in with the intention that like they're gonna manipulate, they're gonna use you, and that's what they're gonna throw on you. She hard to work with because she ain't let me use her.
Exactly. I can't get over on it like I wanted
She
to.
ain't let me just smash
Like,
her.
aquí sí,
Yeah.
allá no.
Yeah.
Yo no soy pendeja.
Yeah. I don't know what the last part was, but
It's like, I'm not a dumbass.
it's that's what it is. That's what it is. Give them some social media. Let them know where they can find you at,
Yes, please do.
and what you got coming out.
Oh, yes. Okay. So I am Lopez. IAMLOPEZ on all platforms. Anything you listen to music on, baby, you look that up, you're going to find me. Okay. I am Lopez __ on Instagram. On Facebook, it's your girl Lopez, YA, and then space GURL space Lopez. And project coming out, it's called I Got You Where I Want You. So, or I Got You, but the hook is I got you where I want you.
Yeah.
Got you where I want you. Something like that. But it's super, 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 super fun. The video will be coming out too. And I'm excited because it's definitely different. It's it's a little risque as far as the video. But I'm excited, because it's like, I'm not holding no punches no more.
You can't.
So it's like, y'all wanted la mala.
Yeah.
Y'all wanted la mala. So she's coming, baby. She's coming.
Yeah, ain't no time to play around with. I tell y'all what, as far as the audience goes, my audience and our audience who may not be familiar, when y'all hear Lopez, y'all gonna say, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I see what it is."
And when you listen, drop a comment. Let us know what you're talking
No
about.
doubt about it. No doubt about it. Because, like I say, I'm just predicting. I'm doing a Muhammad Ali predict. I feel like she's gonna be one of them ones. So we definitely wish you the best, sis.
Thank you. Thank you
continue
so much.
doing what you're doing. Stay focused. Keep your foot on their neck.
Yeah.
And in time, you want to come get something off your chest. This is our platform.
Pure.
You're welcome to come do it here
open
in
it.
Underground
Yeah.
Dialogue. You know what it is.
For sure.
It's your big brother, K. Reno.
And it's your boy Keystone.
And we are done with another one. I am Lopez in the building. Catch y'all later on Underground Dialogue where the name speaks for itself. Pink.
Licks.
Hey. What? What's up, man? It's your big brother, K. Reno. And check this out, man. The Underground Dialogue Podcast is offering advertising opportunities, man. You can promote your business. You can promote your video, your song, whatever it is that you have, man. Reach out to us if you're interested in promoting on the Underground Dialogue Podcast. All you got to do is email us at undergrounddialoguepodcast@gmail.com. Get it. What up, man? It's your big brother, K. Reno. I'm proud to announce that I'm a new brand ambassador to this new brand of clothing and shoes called Volage. Y'all make sure that y'all support this. It's already available. Houston-based company, straight out the A. Look at the quality of the packaging itself. We ain't even got to the shoes yet, man. And this is just one pair of shoes, one design. They got all kinds of dope designs of shoes that you guys can choose from. Go to volage.biz and find your order, find what you want. Wide selection to choose from, male and female items, and I'm proud to be a part of it, man. Community workers, versatile products, Volage, manufactured in Italy. Look at the quality of this box, man. Y'all don't know what it is, man. Catch y'all later on. Peace.
Level legit clothes, so